I am so excited. I'm gonna put it on a cracker, dude. For this next build, it's the Z50A, the 1969. I bought two 74 Z50s. One was in good shape, one was in bad shape, kind of crusty, and the 69 is currently in really crusty shape. I actually call it rusty. But I couldn't wait to get to it. But I fixed up this one first, the 74, got it running and good. And this other one, the other 74 that I bought originally, is in such good shape. It started right up after 20 years. So I was gonna fix up the worst shape 74 first, and then go on to do the good one. But it's just cosmetic, so it's kind of boring. And all the time I've been waiting to get to this baby because this is my favorite, the 69 Z50A. It's just a beautiful bike, and I love the other monkey bikes, but the older, obviously, the better. It's going to be nice. So what I'm going to do with the start of all these restorations is I show you what we got. So I'm going to walk around it and just show you kind of what we're starting with, what I started with from when I loaded it in the car, when I picked up those three things. You can see what I did with this 74. I raced the Budget Bronco on that one. You can watch that here. It's kind of fun to watch. Haven't done anything with the 74, but I will. And then this one, the start of the 69 Z50. Let me go over what it actually consists of right now. So what we're dealing with here is wrong seat in the seats. That's junk anyways. Everything's locked up. Like I said, I'm not really worried about the parts that move. I'm worried about the parts that don't move, like the wheels. I'm hoping that it's just the brakes are all just crudted together. I hope it doesn't have to do with the axles, and I just hope it's not a lost cause for the rims. The frame looks like it's in good shape. Obviously the fenders are shot, and a keen observer will notice that this one doesn't have the swing down arms like that are kind of the trademark of Z50s. And I had wondered where they got OEM Honda throttle grips, and I looked all over where this handlebar could come from, and noticed that the fenders aren't the right. So I'm thinking this is a QA. This is I think a 69 QA front fork, which are really kind of ugly looking bikes. And that's gonna, I'm gonna need to fix that. I'm gonna fix it up actually like this, because I think it's gonna give it a pretty cool stance. And I do like these handlebars a lot better than the fold down style. So I think I'm like try to keep this configuration. The only thing is, when I get a headlight, it doesn't have the headlight capabilities, because this is the Z50 with the battery box. This engine is a solid block of rust. It is. There is nothing going on there. I did a little boroscope into the chamber, and there's, nuts, and something was living in there, walnuts, or somebody made it their home in there for a while. And it is just, I've had luck with engines, but I'll see what it is. But I'm pretty sure that is just that is a lost cause as far as the engine condenser and all that. I'm not starting with much, but that's where I go into some extremely luck situations that I'll talk about actually yesterday when I went to pick up the stuff. I decided to look on Facebook Marketplace and take off kind of restrictions just to see what was out there, because I needed so much for this bike, and I had budgeted a lot to get the stuff. And something came up in the DC area for $400, and it was a tank, a seat, what else? An entire engine, that was free, and so that's all I care about. If it's free, I can get it going. Engine, seat, fenders, and that's what I thought I was buying for $400. So I had my brother go pick it up, who lives in Virginia, and I still was kind of just in shock that this was almost everything I need. And I'm going to pick it up right now from Greensburg, PA, which is about 45 minutes away from my house. And I want you guys to see it when I see it, because If it's what I think it is, it's going to be amazing. So stay tuned. So my buddy was swinging through DC on the way home from Richmond, offered to pick it up for me and left it out. That's actually pretty good. That's a solid seat frame. Foam's all right. You know, we need a little work there, but that's OEM. This is nice. This is a nice, it's heavy though. I don't know, it must be waterlogged or something, but that's a heavy seat. See this engine? Said he got a little oil on his driveway. I don't see any oil on his driveway. Carb, no needle. Fuel filter, inline fuel filter. What is this one? Interesting. Turns freely. I think I have a little compression. Yikes. But that's all right. This is way better. If you see my, what the hell is that? Kickstart. Oh, kicker. This is nice. This is nice. Should be Z50 AE. Beautiful engine. Remember, this is what I was interested in. OEM Z50 gas tank. See, like that. It's a giant hole right there, but I knew about this. I still want to try to see where we could get with that, braze it up, see what it could do. What that looks like, those parts look like on the bike already. We've got a beautiful OEM tank. It does have a pinhole in it, but we'll take care of that. A good looking seat with metal is all good, and that'll pop in nicely. An engine, Z50 engine. I don't know if you can read that. Z50 engine with a carburetor. It's wrong carburetor. That is loose, free, and oiled, and seems like a good thing. Kicks the gear shift lever came with an 69 air filter. Pegs, beautiful chain guard. Look at this. The difference is unbelievable. Fenders that look really good, front and rear. I'm gonna have to rig something up for the front because of the different fork situation. And a muffler. And this haul is basically what I needed to get this probably to like the beginning of a restoration. A lot of people don't see the beauty of what's coming together right here. But this haul, you know, this was from one guy. And this is what I love about this community. He had 78 Hondas and somebody threw in these parts for a 69, and instead of getting crazy and greedy about it, he just put it all out for a very reasonable price. I think all of that was $400. It was in Virginia and I'm in Pennsylvania, so it took a little bit of finagling to get it to me, but you know, I decided to go off Facebook and try to look for these parts no matter where they were, and it just worked out. He even knew that if he sold these separately, he'd get a ton more, but he didn't need them. He didn't need a 69. He knew somebody did, and I was that somebody, and it just so happened that every piece that he put on, I needed, because I need so much, but I really didn't. I had budgeted way more than $400 to get these parts for, I mean, geez, even the engine alone, a good engine, and then the muffler, the seat, the tank, fenders, the air filter. I mean, this is what I love about doing this, is that is the treasure find. That's the treasure hunt. I have a lot to do, and I'm excited to start it because I didn't think I was going to be this far along for a long time. So let's tear into it and see what other problems we can find / fix. But this is the base. This is where we're starting, and this project should be a fun one. I think it's, this is a keeper. This is the one that I want in the collection of Bultacos, and I like the Honda Cub, and then there's another 61 Bultaco Libido back there. And I think this one's going to be in the collection. The other two, I think I'm okay if I let go of them. But this one is a special bike. So, like, subscribe, and, follow along with this. I'm going to document everything, and I'm going to really try to do this one soup to nuts as a really nice bike. So if you like this stuff, make sure you follow along. Appreciate it. Thanks. Talk to you later.